Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and it is Sunday, May 22nd. And when I cleaned off my tarot table, I always do that on Sunday to start with a new combination of decks. I felt a very strong call to do some divine masculine readings, like there's something that they need to say to let you know where they are and what's going on in their lives, because some of them may not be communicative at this point. Still trying to, many of them are trying to figure out a way to escape some situations in their lives. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a relationship. It could be a work situation, a home situation. They may be underwater on their mortgage. They may be way in debt. So there's a lot of things that's kind of like a very heavy crushing energy that they're really just, it's like they're underneath a rock. And they're just trying to figure out how to get out from underneath the rock, whatever their rock is. So I was just asked to, guided to do some readings from Divine Masculine energy. As I was selecting my decks, I was like, I need to do Divine Masculine. So I have most of the decks that I use for Divine Masculine energy, which is the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. This is a very old version of the Rider-Waite Tarot. It has printed words on it, and sometimes it presents a different energy with the words that go along with the traditional cards, so it's a different perspective. I have the Somnia Tarot, which is a great deck. I'm going to use the Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn, and I'm going to use the Lover's Oracle just to find out some information about what's going on with the Divine Masculine energy right now. So I'm going to do a quick shuffle. I did pre-shuffle. These are all clean decks. When I clean my decks, I shuffle 11 times. I cut multiple times just to make sure that the cards are very well shuffled. So these two stayed on the table, and I'll deal with those in just a minute. Okay, so hope you are well. This new energy, new cycle, takes a little getting used to, but this is definitely, there's been a lot of twin flame energies coming to the surface. We went through a long time in the readings where it was just Divine Feminine doing her toxic purge, and now we're kind of more into twin energy. This is Gemini season. This is twin energy season. So a lot of twins I know are having deep conversations, status conversations, big changes going on in the Divine Masculine, things that are very confusing to them. The energies are intense. So just saying, maybe that's why we need to have a little bit of information so the Divine Feminine can have some compassion for what they're going through right now. So I'm going to get started. That's the last shuffle. Okay. So, all right. Let's take these two cards. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this to me tells me Divine Masculine, some are experiencing some guilt, and that has driven their decision-making framework, and now they're having to be authentic and true to themselves. They're having to finally speak up for what is their truth. Look deep within your heart and you will find my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Message from Divine, and look, both of those Divine Masculine cards. So definitely messages from the Divine Masculine. I will read them one more time. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And that's where he is, kind of his transitionary energy. And then look, this is his message to you. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay, and then this card kind of stuck out with me too. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So, Divine Feminine, resist the urge to feel, you know, kind of validated. This is a soul connection. This is a sacred connection. So, you know, unconditional love and compassion for what he is going through is what you are being called to experience at this point. Okay, so let's see. Sacred Destiny. What is Divine Masculine? What energies is he encountering during this new cycle as we go through some of the... We just finished the eclipses, and boy, was that a doozy. Okay, change. Definite change going on. If you can hear my dog snoring, I apologize. Pleasure. Don't get triggered, Divine Feminine. And then potential. And this almost looks like a volcano about to erupt. So there might be the potential for a huge, like absolutely earth-shaking, earth-shattering volcanic eruption. There may be some, he's trying to find what makes him happy in this pleasure card. You see the stag there, the Divine Masculine represented. And then change. So there is a great potential for change. And he may be just trying to sort out how to find any kind of pleasure in this very turbulent and awkward cycle that he's in. But keep in mind, his love is in your heart. Find it there. Don't dwell on it. Don't wait for it. Just know that it's there. And, you know, be in your Divine Feminine grace and energy. All right, they said Somnia. All right, let's pull the Somnia Tarot. It's about to storm, like right now. It's, as I said that, it's like leaves are flying everywhere and the trees are kind of crazy. Wow. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it just like all of a sudden picked up. This is the Somnia Tarot. Oh my, 9 of Swords. There's some anxiety, absolutely anxious energy, uncomfortable energy. The change is happening. That 9 of Swords is right before the 10 of Swords. So this is like, you know, trying to think their way out of this cycle, and you can't outthink the energy, and it's almost like they're under the rock and they're trying to figure out how to this is like right after the 8 of Swords. They feel trapped under the rock, and now they're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? That's not for everybody, but it is definitely anxiety, anxiousness, fear, thinking, overthinking, trying to find a solution that fits because they're thinking instead of feeling. Remember, this is don't do what you think you should do. Do what you know is true for you. What you feel is your truth. So that's where he's kind of stuck in the trying to outthink it instead of feeling his way out, feeling the energy and doing what he's supposed to do, or what he feels is right for him, what is true for him. He's thinking about what he's supposed to do. Some intense emotional energy coming down right now. This storm is just happened. Oh my gosh, 2 of Cups. This tells me that he is feeling, this is what he knows is his truth. But he's still trying to think about it, outthink the situation instead of following his truth. Oh, King of Wands, yeah. Imagine. Trying to figure out what it is he's supposed to do. so he can take action. But look, the Two of Cups is right there in the center. So part of that is, how do I get out of this situation so I can get to my Two of Cups, to this loving embrace, because I know it's waiting for me, but I'm not quite sure what to do. You know, I'm this King of Wands is passionate and he wants to take the right action, but he's sitting down. He's not up doing anything. They're still trying to think about it. But this is the energy that is driving all of this. This is that deep within the heart. His love is there for you. And then he's trying to be true, you know, trying to be true to the connection, but yet seems to be, there's a page of Cups. Seems to be trying to think about what he should do. Exactly what this card, this is exactly what this card says. So now we have the Page of Cups, and this is like a message in the bottle. So this is a message, but it's in the challenged position. He wants to send a message. He wants to let you know how he is feeling and thinking. Let's see if I can move that in a little further for you. He wants to be able to send you this message to reach out, you know, just initiate some contact. That page is initiation, some sort of initiating the energy, you know, kind of taking the first baby step. But something's, you know, Queen of Swords, he is absolutely afraid that the Divine Feminine is going to find it ridiculous. First of all, she's like, come right or don't come. And he can't come right now. She's got the sword, or the Ten of Swords here. And he's anxious, thinking that she'll just say, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with the waiting. I'm done with waiting on you to figure out what you need to do to make this connection work. I'm just done. She says, I'm holding that sword. And there's the Empress. But she's actually in her Empress energy. This is crazy wind. This is what he is perceiving that he's anxious about, but this is actually her. She's just chill. She knows this is part of his process. All right, let's pull one more from this deck. Okay, and the Fool in the reverse. Yeah. Kind of stuck energy. He's terrified that this is over. That the Queen of Swords, Divine Feminine, is just, you know, kind of finished with whatever, you know, the journey has brought them to this point. He feels like she's just, okay, I go on alone from here. That's kind of, it's like she's going to send him away. If he reaches out, she's going to say this is ridiculous. He really values the Divine Feminine. He really looks up to her. He's intimidated by her because she's solid. She's done her work. So he's this King of Wands just sitting there. See, Queen of Swords again. Oh my. Ten of Swords. Did I not just say that? He feels like she's just... There you go. Look, look. She's got that sword. Look at her hand. It's like, ta-da! There you go. You done yet? It's exactly what the energy is saying. Queen of Swords is like, are you done yet? Are you done with this energy? Are you ready to move on? Four of Swords. All four swords here. All three swords. All three swords. Three swords. All three of those cards are swords. Pull this back a bit. What else? Actually, they told me to pull. Alright. Now, this is an unusual deck. It's a traditional Rider-Waite, but the the text on the cards is very different than the energies of the traditional Rider-Waite, the way I read. So let's find out. Queen of Swords, please. What is that? I was just told to say he feels the potential of the connection. Pleasant news from a lady. So it's a Four of Pentacles. Pleasant news from a lady. Can you see that there? So maybe he finds out, if he sends this message, if he gets the courage up to do it and overcomes his anxiety and fear, that she says, look, yeah, I know this is part of something you have to go through. You're going to figure it out. I'm not necessarily going anywhere. I'm not waiting, but I'm not in this anger anymore. I'm beyond that. Take your time. Oh, look, Four of Cups, and it says contrary events. Now we got 2 4s here, 3 4s on the table. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords. We do not have the 4 of Wands, which is stability. This feels like this is kind of something being offered to him, and he's not quite sure if he's ready to take it. He's still in this fear-based thinking. He's still trying to figure out how to get out from under the rock. And the rock can be anything. It can be addiction. It can be emotional upheaval. It could be a recent death in the family. It could be a job. It could be debt. It could be anything that is weighing down on their soul. There is... This is the 9 of Pentacles, and at the bottom it says fulfillment of nearby cards. So you're going to have pleasant news from a lady. He's going to have pleasant news from the lady. That might be because you're in your Empress energy. And that there's something contradictory. Not what he was expecting. That's what this means, because he thought she's going to be the Queen of Swords and just say the big F you. But now this is the fulfillment. This is the 9 of Pentacles. That's, to me, is the card of somebody being single and self-reliant, out from under the rock. Bottom of the deck, shit, 2 of Cups. Again, favorable for business and pleasure. So we got the 2 of Cups twice. All right, is there anything else I need to pull? I'm going to use the Jennifer Walker Zen. I had it out, but then I put it away. Feels like I need to pull it. Got the 2 of Cups twice. Their love is with you. That is their truth. Now they're just trying to align life out from under the rock with their truth. Okay. What else? What do we need to know from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine? I'm going to be doing at least a sequence of Divine Masculine energy. I just feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. So check out some of the other readings that will be posted on my channel, because it just feels like there are things the Divine Feminine needs to know right now. Soulmate. A connection from your past life has emerged. Embrace the connection. And that's what he said. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. As deep as time itself. I mean, come on. Soulmate card. He feels this soulmate, this 2 of Cups, this truth. That is his truth. But now he's got to implement and instigate this change. He's terrified you know you're going to say it's too late, that you've moved on because you're in such solid energy. It's very intimidating to him. If he reaches out, be in your divine feminine energy, your divine grace. You know, this is not a time to feel that, you know, to feel as though you need to be vindicated. I said bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. There's the truth. Bottom of the deck of the Somnia, Strength. There is, look at the strength. That doesn't look like a person who is standing in their strength. They are just defeated. Looks like they're actually throwing up in a bucket. And don't you have the urge to pull the hair back? They're just crumbled. The rock is heavy. They're trying to get out from under it. So patience and be in your divine feminine energy, please. All right. Namaste.